Go by and tell them, yeah, you tell Uncle Larry that I said you had a free treat over there, okay? All right. That goes really good on that patty. Yes, you want to try that?
Yep. Should I replace it with something else? Like not...
Maybe not the mayo, yeah. Okay. It goes really good on that patty. We do a lot of good for you. I've lost 194 pounds.
My husband's lost 125, yeah.
Good, so that's what drawed you here. I'm glad. But are you serious? You really have a gluten-free, zero-carb bun? You have a gluten-free hamburger? And I'm like, yeah, we actually do. And I tell them it's made out of 3 different fibers. It's made out of flax meal. So it looks, smells, tastes, everything, freezes, fries, grills, just like a regular bun. Nothing missing except there's no sugar and 0 carbs, no gluten, and no grain. I personally lost 194 pounds. I'm still got 55 more to go. I was almost 400 pounds when I started, so it's more than a job, it's more than a career, it's very personal to me. When I first started, I was very overwhelmed. Didn't know really where to start, and over the years, over the last 4.5 years, I've really learned a lot, and learned a lot of things don't taste good just because it's labeled good.
It was so awesome. Me and my friend Jennifer, we saw Uncle Larry's Outpost. We were ecstatic because it's so hard to find healthy choices. And for lack of healthy choices in my life, for my diet, I actually ended up homeless on the streets of Chattanooga just 4 years ago. But if I wasn't able to eat healthy, I would not be able to take care of myself, for real. It's a lifestyle for me now that if I eat the wrong food, I get deathly ill. And it's such a blessing to be able to find food that you don't have to prepare yourself when you're out and about. So we were just ecstatic.
Refined sugar is in everything, especially in the States. It's in probably 97–99% of everything that you consume, and it is highly, highly addictive. The problem is when you get into, when you introduce so much sugar into your body, it actually causes other addictions or feeds off of them. So one of the first things that we do when we start talking about nutrition is to cut refined sugars, because it smells good. Your body actually, in all honesty, in 6 to 8 weeks, once you have withdrawn and you detox your body off of it, like to me, the smell is extremely unattractive. So there is options. You just have to learn how to pick vegetables. You want to look at maybe a fresh fruit. We do a fruit cup. You want to stay away from things that's high in sugar, high in breads, a lot of hidden carbs. Carbs turn into sugar. So it's just about knowing where you're going, and then if you're going to go into an environment where you're not sure what's going to be offered, then prepare.
A lot of the problem was sugar. I was a high stressor, difficult childhood, homeless experiences and so forth. I internalized everything, and I don't know how to talk about it scientifically, but it was dumping sugar into my blood, and there was an overload of sugar, and it just destroyed my immune system. And what I found is that now there's no sugar in my diet. And oh my gosh, I don't miss sugar, I don't crave sugar, I don't need sugar. And food is so much more satisfying because I'm tasting the food. it's just really, really wonderful. And sugar is an addiction. I know I had a major sweet tooth, and not only was my system dumping too much sugar in my, but I was adding a lot to that. And there's so much hidden sugar in everything that we eat.
Where before I couldn't get enough of it. I was actually a sugar addict. At 400 pounds, I was extremely addicted. You ever have a box of chocolate-covered cherries in the house, and you think, oh, that's a nice treat, and most times people only eat maybe 1, 2 at the most on a special occasion, and all of a sudden you turn into that person where you have to eat the whole box before you can go to sleep because it won't stop screaming at you. That's an addiction. That's sugar that's pushing you. It actually releases endorphins, and it gives you a high. And as soon as it starts to wear off, your body starts to crash, it wants that again. You have to decide that this relationship that you have with food is unhealthy, and you're going to divorce it. You're going to terminate it. If you was in a relationship, and you're going to find that with different things in your life, whether it be a job, in a relationship, maybe even family members, that's toxic. Food's no different. You have to address it and realize that you're in a relationship with food. This is where the magic happens, where we take their order at one window, we give it at the other. We have our proteins and our cold storage and drinks, and so there's a lot that happens in a really small space, where they may come up and they'll start asking questions about, well, what's this gluten-free bun? And then you know that they have other questions. So then it gives us an opportunity to just expand a little bit more, give them our card, introduce ourselves, and then share some of the other things that they may have.